on YouTube? What's going on, you guys? Happy holidays to you guys. I am back. Happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday. I almost forgot what day it was. Child, listen, thank y'all so much for being here. It is storming outside, you guys, so I don't know how this internet is going to hold up, but it is actually raining and storming. So hopefully this is not a struggle stream, okay? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Please put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me perfectly fine, just to make sure that the audio is good. 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Okay, so sound is good. Thank you. Thank you so much, y'all. So listen, I'm not going to keep y'all too long. Happy holidays to you guys. Merry Christmas for those of you. Early Merry Christmas for those of you who celebrate Christmas. Happy holidays to all of you guys. I appreciate you. Hope you enjoy your holiday. Just wanted to get that out of the way because, yes, of course, tomorrow is Christmas. So hope all is well with you guys. Thank y'all so much for being here. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure as you come into the building, make sure you hit the like button. That is super important to hit the like button. So hit the like button, y'all. That I would gladly appreciate if you guys would just hit the like button. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So you guys see the title. So I want to talk about this because this is still in the headlines. The whole Travis Hunter situation. You know, I don't know. I kind of feel bad for Travis Hunter, honestly, because he's getting a lot of scrutiny. Everybody and their mama is talking about this. People are out here really trying to like get him to see what they think is going to happen with him and his fiance child. It's a lot that's coming out about this young woman. Now, these are young people. I mean, they're in their early 20s. They're in their 20s, early 20s, if I'm not mistaken. And you know, their relationship is publicized. Everybody is in their business. But I think what it is a lot of people who have seen this same type of scenario play out. They're just trying to like give him a little bit of advice on, you know, and kind of make him see what they see. And unfortunately, when this happens, sometimes it has to play out. Sometimes the person have to go through the situation to realize what it actually is. You know, it's not always that easy to just give somebody the information or try to, you know, show them what you see and what's going on and make them realize it. Sometimes they got to go through the fire. Sometimes they got to go through it and see for themselves, you know, and that's unfortunate because you would like to think that if you're trying to, it's like what I say is like when you have children with your children, you try to tell your children what you know and what you see, and hopefully they listen. Sometimes they got to go and burn their own hand to realize, you know, how bad it could be. They have to go through the experience. And unfortunately, I think that's what's going to happen with Travis. I don't think that he's listening to what everybody is saying. I don't think he's I don't think he's receptive to it. I think he's kind of in denial. Because he really cares about this young woman, and what everybody is seeing is they don't think that I said this before, they don't think that she has the same feelings that he has for her. And to some it seems very obvious, but to him, he don't see it that way. So, you know, I want to play a little bit of what he had to say, of course. And, you know, of course, y'all probably already know he shut down his Instagram account. He's getting a lot of backlash and a lot of scrutiny, and he's not really feeling it. And I hope this doesn't affect him in a more serious way, because people don't realize how crucial social media can be. You know, and especially on a person's mental, if you let it, social media has torn people apart. It has made people quit. You know, people have had mental breakdowns. You know, people don't realize how detrimental social media can be to your mental health. And this is why I think certain things you should keep off social media. I think certain things you should not publicize, like relationships. You know, you shouldn't put every aspect of your relationship on social media. I don't think that is healthy whatsoever, because you're going to get scrutiny from everybody. Everybody is not going to be on your side. Everybody's not going to praise you for what you're doing. A lot of people are going to try to tear down what you're doing. And I think it's really important for you to safeguard your relationships and things like that. You don't have to put everything on social media. Don't put all your business out there, because people are going to have opinions, and people are going to have people are very, very vocal and very, very mean on social media because they can hide behind their avatar. You know, they don't have to really come out and show who they are. People are very, very crucial on social media, and you have to have thick skin. You have to either have thick skin, or this will, you know, build your skin up. You have to grow some, because you to not be fazed by what people say on social media, because they will tear you down, have you questioning your sanity. So yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen with him. But maybe it's a good thing that he did delete his Instagram and just stay clear of it and not focus on it, because he's gonna do what he want to do. And that's one thing you can try to, all these videos and stuff people are putting out, that could play a definite damaging toll on him, you know, thinking, you know, worrying about what people are saying. So this is why I say, listen, this is fiance. You know, on the other hand, she's got enough out here to make people feel the way they feel and to question, you know, her you know, her loyalty to him and whether she's, you know, into him for the right reasons. But this one thing, I'll say this and then I'm gonna get to the clips. You gotta realize this is their life. This is why I say it is not ours, it's not the public's life. This is why you gotta keep that private, because that is not everybody else's life. How many people do we know, including ourselves, in some way, shape, or form, have gone through situations and bumped our heads and messed up and made bad decisions and had to learn from it? That's what they're doing, but they're doing it in the public eye, and that's very critical, and that's very dangerous in my opinion. So I just think that, you know, this is the thing that people should be telling these young folks. Listen, don't put all your business. Don't, you know, and if you're dating a woman, you know, don't, you know, tell her too. Listen, we don't, you know, make an agreement to not post your business on social media. Stay out of the public limelight if you want your privacy, and don't put certain things. Now, if you are a social media content creator, do your content and that's it. It shouldn't be all kinds of other things of you popping up left and right on social media, because that's very telling of what you do and what you might be about. And that is what's happening with him and his fiance. It's really his fiance. I mean, baby, I'm gonna pull these little clips, and I'm not, you know, and we're gonna talk about it briefly. We're gonna move on. But Divine Photos, thank you for the super chat, says Travis and his girl are at fault for putting their relationship out on the internet. It's fair game to criticize. He needs to ignore the trolls. Simple. Yeah, I agree. Thank you once again, Divine Photos, for the super chat. Yeah, that's why I say don't put all your business out there. Like everything that you do, everything that's going on, just zip it. Move on, y'all live your life, and that way people will have less to talk about. I'm just saying. Thank you, Divine Photos, for the super chat, and thank you so much for being here. Successful MD says more should put emphasis on regular people as you do, DeeDee. We will never know what goes on. This is a branch of people's infatuation with Hollywood. Yeah, and you know, yeah, exactly. I just think, you know, if you are a person who crave attention, and honestly, let's just be honest, a lot of women like attention, just women in general, child. To be honest, I'm not, you know, we all at some point like some type of attention, but to what extent? You know what I mean? Are you looking for, thank you, Successful MD, for the super chat. I appreciate you, sir, and thank you so much for being here. I think to what level, you know what I mean? Women, we are attention seekers. We like attention. We like to be flattered. We like that kind of stuff. It's just a part of us. But to what extent are you willing to do it? And what is your motive for doing it? Because see, if you're going out of your way to do things and put your body and yourself on display, so much so to where you know you're doing too much, and if you have a husband or if you have a man, how much of attention seeking do you need? Like, are you doing it just to feel good about yourself and then just a little dibble and dabble here? I understand that. As women, that's what we do. But are you trying to gain and seek attention of other men? Are you trying to seduce other men? Are you not satisfied with what you have? And are you putting yourself out there in a provocative manner to attract other men, to see if there's any other options available? That's when it becomes something else. And this is what I want people to understand. Listen, when I say the nature of women, we like to talk about the nature of women, the nature of men. The nature of a woman is what it is. It's not going to change. But at the same time, there are levels to this. It's not, if you, like I said, if you're out here looking for attention from other men and you're gonna, this is where you see the women showing a lot of skin. You're showing a lot of, you're being more provocative. You're out here looking and doing things to catch the attention of another man, because either You're desperate trying to get one, or you're not satisfied with the one that you have. So that's the difference. That's how you know. And there have been pictures of this woman. People have been, saying she was in, somebody else's DMs and things of that nature. And, she's been out here. She's been out here in these streets, and all of it's coming out simply because Travis is saying that this is who he loves and this is who he wants to marry. And people are saying, dude, you hold on, man. Don't rush into this. And my thing is too, you don't have to rush. They're still young. You propose to her, just take it slow. You don't have to rush to get married. They're talking about getting married next year, which I'm all for marriage. But if you're seeing all these red flags and these things coming up, you might want to take a minute to take a step back and maybe reevaluate this to see if you're making the right decision. That's all I'm saying. And I think what the public is seeing is red flags all over the place. And they're screaming to Travis saying, Travis, listen to us, see us. We're trying to stop you from fumbling the bag, from making a major mistake, because we've seen others do this very same thing and nobody really told them anything. They went on and did it and then they regretted it. So I think that's what people are saying. But when you see stuff like this, so this is a picture, basically a picture of him where he deleted his Instagram. But this is also a picture of his fiance. This is her with the little skirt. This is her allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly, bent over. And I think either this was a part of I don't know where she was at it, but this was in a video of her, busting it open for another dude. And I'm just like, and they're saying that allegedly she was in a relationship with Travis at this time. So what type of behavior is this? This is definitely red flags. This is definitely something that you should not ignore. This caption says Travis Hunter girl was allegedly throwing at a party on some dude with the sports jersey on while he was probably somewhere waiting in the car, baby. I know you lying. Because I think she did mention in a video or something, he would take her places and he would just wait in the car. And I'm like, these are the red flags I think people are seeing and trying to get him to see. This says Travis Hunter's fiance commenting on Anthony Edwards' IG post. Now I think Anthony Edwards is a NBA player, so he's a basketball player. She has I don't know if you guys can see it, but she has heart eyes with the money sign tongue emoji coming out on this man's post. So, I guess things like this are the reason why so many people are trying to yell and scream to Travis, man, this might not be the one. This might not be the one to wife up. You know what I'm saying? And maybe you should take your time on this. But Travis sees it a different way, as he would, because he's young and he's impressionable. He said they've been together for 5 years, child, and he's not trying to hear what y'all got to say. But I don't know. I mean, I would definitely, look at this as a red flag. I'm just saying, it's a lot going on, and more people can make the excuse of, she's young and all of that, but no, she knows what she's doing. Anytime somebody says, hey, you really want my type, then that's a red flag. Because if he's not your type, what all of a sudden made him your type? What changed and made you realize, I really like him now, that's a red flag to me. Let's see here. C. Irving, thank you for the super chat, says attention-seeking behavior is the strongest drug. Thank you for the super chat, C. Irving. I agree. When you do too much, because people take extra lengths to try to get attention any way they possibly can if they that desperate for it. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, C. Irving. Successful MD says, how many people are honest about their past? A lot of them are not. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them are not. And I think that's the problem. A lot of people are not. And I think you should be if you want to have a better future. Thank you, Successful MD, for the super chat. I appreciate you. Successful MD also says, why did he wait 4 years to post this video? Child, I don't know. Why did he wait 4 years to post the video? I have no idea. But thank you, Successful MD, for the super chat. Divine Photo says young people are supposed to make mistakes and learn, but when the signs are glaring, you got to read the room, honey. Travis still waiting for her outside right now. Divine Photos, shit. God dang, I wasn't ready for that. I'm trying to be sensitive about this because he is young, and I like Travis Hunter. I think he's talented, super talented, has so much going for him, and he could do so much better. You know, it's just honestly, and just to be completely honest, and just to be straight 100 with it, I don't believe that this girl is really into Travis. I really don't. I mean, that's just how I feel. I don't think that she's into him. I think she saw the opportunity and she's taking advantage of it. I think she saw what was going on and she said, hold up, I got to be a part of this. I got to get something out of this, and that's it. And to me, her being in other people's posts and all of this kind of stuff, and other guys' posts and her history of, you know, allegedly they saying she was stripping and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, and the type of guys that she's been hanging around and you know, around, I don't think that she has it for Travis. I really don't. Thank you, Divine Photos, for the super chat. R. Lee, I think I'm gonna say it right. D. Travis' girlfriend was in Anthony Edwards' IG chat giving heart eyes and the money tongue. Right. Bow Wow came out with a message for Travis telling him fiancés don't move like that. Travis need to be careful. Definitely, Arlie. Thank you so much for super chat. I appreciate you, and that's facts. And I'm glad you brought that up because I actually have that clip, and I'm gonna go ahead and play it for those who did not see it. Thank you once again, Arlie, for the super chat. You are absolutely right. Let's get to the clips because y'all bringing them out, and I have it, and I think they have a point. Trey says that wasn't her. That has been debunked. How has it been debunked, Trey? Let us know. But I'm gonna go ahead and first I'm gonna pull up what Travis had to say. Here we go.
Why would I break up my girl? Because
hopefully I can hear it.
Break up my girl. Ain't nobody know me or her personally. This is what y'all understand. Y'all not in my personal life, so like y'all don't understand. Y'all don't know what we go through. And it's draining because everybody's always got something to say. Like, bro, just leave me alone, bro. Let me be me. I've been with my girl for 5 years. All of a sudden this year, y'all want to say something? Leave me alone.
So that was a little bit of Travis, you know, saying, leave him alone. You know, look, he been with his girl for 5 years. Y'all mind y'all goddamn business. Stay out of mine. Worry about your own girl and not his. So that's him defending himself. But I want to go ahead and pull up this clip of what Bow Wow actually had to say, because there are a few people. I mean, that other guy, that comedian, I can't think of his name right now. He actually gave a bit of advice for child, what is the guy name? For Travis as well. So there are a lot of people out here trying to like give him advice, and he's basically saying, mind your business. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull this one up of what Bow Wow had to say. And people are like, damn, if Bow Wow is giving you advice, you know, because he's not really in a position to really give you advice, then it must be bad. That's what people are saying, child. But let's go ahead and pull it up.
I watch the signs, man. That woman said you wasn't even her type. If a woman tell me she not my type but end up with me, then what's keeping you here? Travy. Check this out, gang. It's coming from your boy Bow Weezy. Right? I never met you, don't know you, know nothing. But I will say this, because I've been watching from afar. I'm not the type of jump in people's business, but I was once young, about to make a lot of money, and I know how this shit go. So I need you to hear me out. Number one, I don't want you feeling as though everybody jumping down your back or cats is hating. That's that young mentality. I want you to look at this like I care about you. And especially in our community and in this industry, not a lot of brothers get the opportunity like you about to get. You know what I mean? You about to get the biggest check in your life. You about to go to the NFL. And all we are doing is waking you up, young brother. Because if you don't see what is going on, gang, if we didn't get up, we'll let you crash out. But from one player to the next, hey, I don't tell you what to do, but I want you to open up your eyes, man. There's no reason why she commenting on another page, NBA with heart eyes and the money tongue out. That's your fiance. Wake up, young brother. Fiancés don't move like that. I ain't never had one of my girls ever lay next to me in the same crib as me under another page, leaving heart eyes with the money tongue out. Total violation. That bitch would have been packing up her shit and get on my crib that day. I don't play that shit. We out. And it's like you so caught up in being in love with this, bro. I don't even think this woman really love you like that, bro. You gotta watch the signs, man. That woman said you wasn't even her type. If a woman tell me she not my type but end up with me, then what's keeping you here? What's keeping you here then? If I'm not your type, that means you going off looks. So what's keeping you here? You gotta ask, but you young though. But you gotta ask yourself some questions. We not coming down on you, brother. We trying to wake you up. You know what I'm saying? Before this end up. Last but not least, young brother, I want you to live your life, man. You young, man. I don't even think you 24 yet. Do you know how much women are about to be thrown your way? Boy, you the Heisman Trophy Award winner. Can't no give you no advice better than me, because I was young with the bag and I'm still here doing it, navigating through this whole shit. And I'm telling you from first-hand experience, brother, it's about to be so many women about to throw that thing your way, you ain't gonna be able to turn it down. So all it's gonna do is just lead to frustration and all type of bullshit in your household anyway. Young brother, snatch that ring back, get focused on what's important. It's hard to build your shit when you got a broad with you that's, bro, you in the media more for the broad than you is for the winning the Heisman. I don't like that. You know what I mean? So I don't give a look. Coach Prom got my number. You know how to hit me. I'm telling you, I ain't coming down on you. I ain't trying to hate on your situation. But my wake up.
Listen, look, you might not like the messenger, but he has a point there. He definitely has a point. And my thing is this: as much as I'm all for marriage, in this case, I'm like, you could slow it down, slow your roll. You don't have to rush to marry this girl. You could be engaged. Be engaged. I mean, they got a bunch of engagement queens. They be engaged for 10, 15 years, you know? So be engaged. Stay and don't rush to marry her is all I'm saying. Until you know for a fact that she's really in it for the right reasons. Now, he said him and this girl been together 5 years. So is there anything in those 5 years that he's looking at and saying that are red flags to him? Because maybe not. Because after 5 years, I would think you would know if you're looking at everything for what it really is, and you're not making yourself delusional because you really like the person. Because see, when you really like somebody, you start lying to yourself. You start lying to yourself and try to make sense of the foolishness. You start trying to make it make sense when it really doesn't, because you don't want to really look at reality because you're so invested and you really like the person. You know what I mean? So a lot of people do that when they're in love. They like look over some stuff. You look over some stuff because you like, damn, I really like this girl, or I really like this dude. So you know what I mean? I'm just going, they ain't really, dang, I don't really want to walk away. So there has to be some things within those 5 years that he has seen, and that was questionable to him, but maybe he's looking over because he really likes her. He really cares about her, and he don't want to let her go. All the while, she's allegedly playing a part, playing a role, and making sure she secured a bag by marrying him, because she probably said she wanted marriage like most women do. And, trying to get him to give her that ring. Once she get that ring, like somebody said too, next thing you know, it's a baby involved. And then that's when all the shit start to hit the fan. I'm just saying, that's the pattern. That's the pattern. It's not a new pattern. It's a very old pattern. So for his sake, people are like, don't rush, take your time. You're still young. Just let's see how this goes. If y'all been together 5 years, a few more years won't hurt to just really see what's really going on. I don't know. But I mean, at the same time, y'all, listen, if the red flags are there, if he's really waiting outside the club till she finished partying, I don't know what to say. I don't know. I can't, I'm not in his brain. I would think that that's crazy as hell. If my son was doing something like that, I would think he's mentally lost. Like, why would you be waiting outside the club for your girl to finish clubbing Why? Yeah, I think now if that's happening allegedly, there's something else going on that none of us, are privy to, and we can't really do anything about it. There's no amount of shame and anything that's gonna get in the way of that if that's the case. I'm just saying. Successful MD says the ones that say that send men messages, the ones that say they send men messages at night. Baby, Successful MD, thank you for the super chat, child. It's just a mess. Yeah, I just think there's more to it. I don't know what's going on in Travis's head, and all I can say is he's in love. He's in love. Love make you do crazy stuff. Love make you do crazy things. And, we are all on the outside looking in. We don't know what's in his head. We don't know what he's thinking. This girl got him whipped or something. She want lifestyle Travis, just what she got to deal with. Arlie says, does Travis have low self-esteem? He act like he never thought he could get somebody like Leanne. That's why he's fighting so hard. Just asking. Now listen, Arlie, listen, he could be. I don't know the man. Never met him. I don't know if he has low self-esteem or not, but it could be the case, it could be, like I said, he is in love with this woman, and that's it. And he's not going to let anybody come in between them. No matter what people say, no matter what he sees, he's going to stick it out. You know what I mean? Now, either she got him whipped, or he's just in love, and a few other things. And that's it. And when you're like that, you become blind to the truth. Thank you, Arlie. I appreciate you for the super chat. Thank you so much. You become blind to the truth and delusional to the truth. And what you see right in front of your eyes, you ignore it and you put blinders on because that's not what you want it to be. You just want to pretend that it's something else because you're deeply in love. That's all I can say. And maybe he didn't think that he could get somebody. I personally don't think she's all that, honestly. But I'm not a man, and I don't get to pick a woman and any of that. But I don't think she's all that. I think they're both young together. It's just the fact that and I mean there's some other factors there, but. Maybe he didn't think that he could get a woman like that. He reached out to her and she clearly declined immediately. She declined early on because she looked at him and she was not interested. I'm just saying, she looked at him and she was not interested. And then when she found out what he did and found out more about him, then all of a sudden she waited a while and came double back and he was still there waiting. But then she made excuses as to why she was doing that. But nah, she wasn't interested. So, I mean, come on now. Now she is so much, and that's the red flags that he needs to see. But if he can't see it, it don't matter what everybody else sees. He's going to do what he wants to do, and she's going to continue to sit there in that spot to get what she wants, if that's what her motives are. Classic Perspective, what's going on? Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you being here. Says this young man will be the #1 pick if he goes to New York or Vegas or LA. He's going to change his mind about his girlfriend. He hasn't scratched earth to know what's coming in his direction. Thank you so much, Classic Perspective, for the super chat. And I mean, more than likely that is the case, but if he locks her down, marries her, they're saying he allegedly don't have a prenup, may not want one. Maybe she convinced him not to get one. I don't know. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. It's a lot of things. The more you hear these people talk, you realize what it really is. You know what I mean? But once again, it's going to be their decision. It's his decision. He makes the choice of whether he wants to really, rush into a marriage with this woman or not. Regardless of what she's doing, what red flags she's displaying, it's still going to be his choice. And everybody can just watch on the sidelines to see what happens, And I'm not the type of person to look for a person's downfall. I don't find any what's the word? I don't get off on people falling and things happen to people bad, unless it's somebody I just really don't like. I ain't gonna lie. Unless it's somebody I really don't like. Unless you personally did something to me and I really could care less about you, then guess what? Whatever it is, it is. I ain't gonna say I'm praising it, but at the same time, I'm not gonna, I'm gonna be like, that's what you get. That's your karma. I ain't gonna lie. Shit. You do something to me personally, yeah, and I don't like you, okay, yeah, then whatever you get, I don't give a damn. But just in general, no, I don't wish for somebody's downfall or want to see things happen to people in a negative way. No, I want everybody to prosper. get anything out of seeing people fail, you know, but sometimes you got to bump your head a few times in order to get it right. You know, sometimes people just can't tell you, you know, and my thing is, I keep asking, where is his parents? Where's his mother? Where's his father? What do they think of all of this? Are they okay with this? Are they okay with the girlfriend? Where are the parents in all of this? What do they think about it? Because if he was my son, I would be like, look, son, you know, maybe you need to hold off a bit. You know, I understand you love the girl, but look at these things. Let's look at what's really happening. Because I'm pretty sure the stuff that we're seeing now, he already know about this stuff. I'm assuming. I'm pretty sure he probably knows. I mean, I'm hoping. I don't know. Marriage, politics, and sports. Thank you for the super chat. Says Travis is box blinded. Right. I think so. I think he really cares about her. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. I think he is. I think he is blinded by the truth. I think he loves her, and sometimes that happens. And I'm pretty sure that's something that a lot of people have gone through. If they're honest, if you're honest about it, a lot of people. You know, I had a lot of guys on this panel or channel mention how they've all been a simp at some point in life. So if you've been that way, I'm pretty sure that you've looked over some red flags. But because you were simping so hard, you know, you looked over them because it was somebody that you really liked. So there have been men who actually acknowledged and was truthful about being simps. And that's okay, because, you know, you got to learn. You live and you learn, and you learn from that situation, and you move on and you do something differently. So I think as human beings and as young people, you're not going to always get it right. But I just think when you're in the public eye, is much more scrutiny. When you just the average Joe around the hood, you don't have social media, you know, weighing in on your livelihood. You don't have social media out here telling you're a simp. You don't have social media people from all over the world telling you how crazy you look. You know what I mean? You could just, you know, you just probably got a couple of people maybe telling you, you know, oh, you're messing up, but you don't have everybody all over social media calling you out. You know what I mean? So that's a big difference. Simp guy says, I'm that way right now. I simp hard for a static. LOL. And your name is Simp God. Oh my God. Trey says Travis is a cheater. How is he the simp? He's a cheater? Oh my God. Oh shit. Let me see. John Sale, thank you for the super chat. Says maybe his ego makes him think everyone loves him. Oh Lord, child, I don't know. Thank you for the super chat, John Sale. I don't know, but you know, it's just crazy. I'm just kind of shocked at this point that people are still talking about this. That people, thank you once again for the super chat, John Sale. I appreciate you. That people are still talking about this, and I've seen several videos back to back of people just saying, you know, maybe that's a good thing. He deleted his social media and stay off of it. Don't buy into it. I think that's probably the best thing for him to do. Success Remedy says Travis is actually humble. I think he is. He seems like a cool dude. He don't seem like he's problematic. And also I don't think that he thought that him and his girlfriend was going to get this much attention. I don't think that he really thought that people were going to really come at them this way. I don't think that they anticipated this. I really don't. I don't think they anticipated all of this scrutiny that they're getting. And it's kind of overwhelming for him. And I think that's the sad part about it. I think that maybe, you know, he needs to just ignore all of that and just go on about his life. Because I wouldn't want this to trigger this man into having a breakdown or some type of traumatic, you know, stressful, you know, breakdown or something, because it's not that serious. People are going to have their opinions, but don't allow that to affect you. You know what I mean? Either, you know, you need to talk to your private people in your life. You have a therapist or somebody, go talk to Deion Sanders, somebody, and get advice from them and stay off of social media, honey. And keep your girl off of social media too. She shouldn't be in other men's DMs and posting and liking and smiling and bending over or doing whatever. She needs to, if that's not what her life is and who she is, she needs to stay off of there too. Just saying. Divine Photo says we are pushing marriage, not marriage, to a 304. Exactly. Oh my God. Exactly. You couldn't have said it better. God damn. Yes, Divine Photo. Yes. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Listen, marriage, but to the right person, because you want to stay married, right? What's the point of getting married and going through all that to end up in divorce? You know what I'm saying? So, right. Thank you, Divine Photos. I appreciate that. I know that's right. Yeah, marriage, you're supposed to get married and stay married. That's the whole point. That's why it's so important to be cautious of who you are looking to marry. That's why I say the marriage part, maybe he should hold off on it. I honestly think he should. Hold off on it. If you just want to stay with her, just hold off and see how she reacts to that. If she start putting more pressure on him to just marry her and lock it down and don't want a prenup, that's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. If I could give him any advice, I would say, hey, okay, you want it in your life, keep it in your life, but do not rush to marry her. And I normally don't say that, but in this case, I honestly would tell this young man, if he was my son, no, son, don't rush to marry her. You don't have to be in a rush. You got everything going for your career is just starting. You about to, you going somewhere. You do not have to rush and marry her. You could keep her in your life. Y'all, okay, whatever. Do not rush to marry her. And if she's putting more pressure on you to do so, and if she's, pushing you and trying to rush and she don't want a prenup and she's, that will be the answers that you need, that this is not the one, boo. No matter how much you care for her, you might have this is not the one. Might not be the one. Mr. 100K a day. Thank you for the super chat. Says DeeDee, I want to get. Now, why would you want? What? Why would you say that? Now that's crazy as hell. Says, but Travis is young and foolish. He will learn the hard way. A lot of black men favor these exotic looking women, and it almost always come back to hurt us. You're absolutely right with that part. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Minus the first part. Now, come on now, you know better. But thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. But yeah, you got a good point. Yeah, that's what I was alluding to earlier, where I was saying, maybe he's not used to that type of woman. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, to him, she's everything in 10 slices of bread to him. That's like, oh my God, she's a 10 to him. And he really likes the look. He likes her, whatever. And you know what I'm saying? And they get stuck there. You overlook all of the red flags and all of the signs that this woman is allegedly for the streets. Because some of the things that I've seen related to her, it shows, she either she was for the streets or she still is. It didn't look like marriage material to me, in my opinion. And when I say marriage material, I don't mean a prude. I don't mean, because I think a lot of men get this twisted too, that a wife is just, that a wife is supposed to be like, what is it? Like the Virgin Mary. Ultimately, but that's not what's happening. But I think a lot of people think a wife material is somebody who is just, wrapped up in a robe, clothed garment down to the floor, and she's just this pristine, perfect individual. And I know all men don't look at it like that, but a lot of men look at a woman as wifey material as a woman who is just, she can't have fun. She can't do anything. Some men are crazy. Some men, I realize, have this perception of what a wife is supposed to be, and the perception is completely off. And the same thing with women. Women think, I don't know what women think, because they really just feel and think anything. But I think for some men, I think there's one extreme on the other side and there's an extreme on the other. And I'm realizing now that there are a group of men, and thank you once again for the super chat, Mr. 100K a day. I appreciate it. I think there are a lot of men who perceive wifey material in a strange way. You know what I mean? I think a lot of men, not a lot, but some men think that a wife is this woman who's just so pristine and she's so prude and she's so closed off and she's not human and she can't have fun or do anything, that she's just a wife. And a wife means this staunch, just straight, off to the side woman who's almost not, I don't know, not human and don't have fun and don't do stuff and don't, you got to understand the things that attract a man to a woman is partly of her personality, her loving and, you know, her kindness, sometimes her sense of humor, the ability for her to just have fun and y'all have fun together. It's not this, you know, and it depends on what you're attracted to. But I don't know. I think I've come across men in this space who really think that a wife is supposed to be something totally different, you know, and I think, although I see a bunch of women out here who want to be married, and I don't think that they're wifey material, only because the way they carry themselves, the way you put yourself out there, you don't have a lot of respect for yourself. You don't value the person that you're with. You disrespect them. And also the way you carry yourself, like a thought, you know, just out here, like, you know, putting your body on display and all of that. That is not a good representation of what wifey material is. But at the same time, a wife is still a human being. She's still a person. She still has a personality. She still can be a fun, loving person that you have a great time with. It's not like she's supposed to be closed off from society and she can't do anything. And I always used to use this scenario, like down in the dungeon, just, you know, like Cinderella, cleaning and cooking and slaving off, and she doesn't have a life outside of that. That's unrealistic. You know what I mean? So I say that because I didn't realize that there are a group of men out there who are like that and who think that way. They really think that a wife is like, she's like, I don't know, this fairy tale of a woman. I don't know. Just like I tell women, there's no fairy tale. There's not a man who's going to be your knight in shining armor, who's going to come from the heavens and come down and swoop you up, and you and your 3 kids, and take y'all on this magic carpet ride and bring y'all to this big mansion and put you in and give you magic slippers and a big dress and dress your kids up and give y'all everything, presents, and, you know, and put you on the throne and make you his princess, and y'all just you get all the riches and everything you ever wanted and you don't have to do anything. Just like that's unrealistic. I think sometimes certain men look at as a wife as something unrealistic as well. I'll say that. It's almost like she can't be human. She can't do anything. You know, I say that because I did the little TikTok dance, y'all. I don't know if y'all seen it. And I had fun because I don't usually do stuff like that. Baby, and why there was people in the comments saying, oh, your husband is a simp. And I'm like, I almost want to say, Negro, please. But, you know, it was just funny at the same time because it's like, what y'all think? Who y'all think wives are? Y'all think wives aren't women, and you think they are just these? You know, part of the reason why we have husbands is because we know how to have fun, and because we have a personality and we know how to have fun, and that's what probably partly what attracted them to us. You know what I mean? If you wouldn't want a woman who's just standing in a corner with a dress all the way down to her ankles, standing there prude, she don't talk, she don't laugh, she don't do nothing. Like, come on. Like, I realize in this space that there are some men who are really like delusional as well. I don't know why. I just wanted to point that out because I just thought it was really cuckoo. It was really cuckoo. Like, I mean, there's some cuckoo women, baby. There's some cuckoo dudes out here too. I'm just saying. I mean, it's just cuckoo, like cuckoo behavior. Like, y'all are tripping. Not y'all, but I'm saying there's some psychopaths out here too. I'm like, God damn, I just want to say, Lord. And this is, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. And we're gonna move on because I don't want to stay on this because I gotta get off here, y'all. I already started cooking. I cooked for Christmas too, just so y'all know. I started cooking yesterday. And my daughters are like, you know, filling in for me while I'm doing this. But baby, listen, I be like, there's some cuckoo people on these social media apps. I swear to God, there's some psychopaths out here, both men and women. I'm gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? And I just be like, God damn, what do y'all think? Y'all think this is why we married? This is why the women that are married because these are the things that our husbands like about us. We're a little cuckoo, yes. I'm a little cuckoo, I will say too, but in a good way, I would say. I mean, it's not all the way delusional crazy, but there's some cuckoo-ness in there. But partly that's why my husband loved me, because he wouldn't want. I mean, because it gives him, you know, something to laugh about. Hell, shit. I mean, I ain't, you know, you sitting here just don't move. Put a robe on. Don't show no skin. Hell yeah. In some places, my arms is too much. Oh, my husband is simp because I got my arms out. I'm like, yeah, some of these dudes be tripping. I swear to God, they be tripping like they be tripping. I be wanting to cuss them out. But, you know, I'm not supposed to do that on here, cuss people out and stuff, so I can't do that. But it just be making me like, I just be laughing. I be laughing. I be like, wow, and I bet, and I'm not, and no shade to nobody, but that's why some of them don't have no wives. Like, what are y'all looking for? A wife is not, there's wifey material for sure. Women who are wives are not out here showing their bodies. I'm not making no excuses or leeway for that whatsoever, because I think that is just disrespectful to yourself. You got to have respect for yourself before you can have respect for anybody else. So if you out here just showing your body and bending it over and for this one and that one and all that, nah, that ain't what I would consider wifey material whatsoever. But you know, having fun and all of that, you know, and I think you have fun with your husband, but goddamn, we still human beings. What do y'all think? We not like stuck together like conjoined twins. Goddamn. You know, you do stuff with your husband and you do stuff, you know, on your own too. But because we're humans, you know what I mean? I just don't get it. But that's why I hope the dudes who think like that, I hope they realize that, like, come on now, if you looking for a wife like that, I don't know, you're going to have a hard time. Yeah, it's just crazy, y'all. Tone the Virgo says, I hope he doesn't get her pregnant. Things will be even more complicated. They have rules, but she breaks all of them, child. Yes, indeed. Yep. And they talked about them rules. Child, I don't know. But what got me was they were saying allegedly, thank you once again, Tone, for the super chat. They were saying that this man take her to the clubs allegedly and he wait outside, child. I'm just like, I know you lying. Travis needs to also not get her pregnant right now. Arlie, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Yeah, please don't do that, because, you know, that would be playing right into her cards if that's what she's in it for. You know, I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt now. I don't know, because I don't know the lady. I don't know him. But from what we're seeing, it doesn't look good. Successful MD says, who remembers Dwayne Wade's first wife? I don't remember. I don't remember the first wife. What about her, Successful MD? I don't remember her. I don't. I know he was married before, but I don't remember her. Yeah, this is crazy. C. Irvin says, DeeDee rocks with Tupac. I agree with you, DeeDee. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Yeah, Tupac was one of my favorite rappers. I'm just saying. Thank you, C. Irvin. I appreciate you. Lorenzo says, at DeeDee, can you do more dance? But now slow your roll, baby. I ain't trying to do all that. I mean, it took me damn near an hour to try to do that little bit, child. Slow your roll. I don't know about all that. It took me about an hour to get that little bit together, child. I don't think so. Just saying. Mr. 100K a day says, if you a bad chick, you deserve to be spoiled. As long as you can cook, good in bed, and a good mother, you should be spoiled. My wife has to jump to put her jeans on is an amazing mother and is beautiful. Shout out to you. I know that's right. Shout out to you. I'm glad, that's a good thing. That's a good thing, child. Thank you once again for the super chat, Mr. 100K a day. I appreciate you. I know that's right. Hell, I think that's what most men are looking for. You're looking for, a woman that you are attracted to, a woman who can at least cook you a meal, a good mother to your kids. Everything is good. I don't think there's much more that a man is looking for. That's pretty much it. That sums it up. Somebody that you can have a good time with and you enjoy being around. See, that's another thing too, because you have people who are in relationships who can't stand to even be around each other. Like, they can't stand each other's company. And I don't think that happened overnight, because when they first got married, it was all good. But there's some things that happen in the relationship that cause them to kind of, go opposite directions. And they become enemies almost. Like, they don't like each other. You have to like the person that you're with, and y'all should be able to have a good time and laugh and know each other. I say, once you know who you're with, you know who they are for real. then the rest is lanyap. It's not that difficult, in my opinion. And of course, like I say, marriage is work, but it doesn't have to be traumatic, hard work. You know what I mean? It's just work. You got to work and work on things and know who you're dealing with. You know, my husband always say, know who you effing with. He says it like that. Like, know who you, I know who, he know. He tell me all the time, I know who I'm messing with. He knows. He know me. You know, the good, the bad, the ugly. He know. So, and same vice versa. So once you really know who you dealing with, you know who they are for real, that's the beauty in being with somebody for a long time, because you really get to know who they really are. It's no facade. It's no, fakery, phoniness. You know exactly who that person is. You know who you're dealing with. So you know how to deal with them better. You know what I'm saying? And not deal with like, oh, I got to deal with, like, who this person really is. There's no fakeness involved. There's no facade where, or you're not, there's no chameleon there. Like you're faking the funk and then all of a sudden your true nature comes out years. No, once you've been together for a lot of years, child, you can't fake it. That's why I say you can't fake it. You got who you are comes out. And, whether y'all want to deal with each other after that is up to y'all. But the real deal comes out. I'm just saying, you can't fake it for too long, in my opinion. I'm just saying. And I think a lot of people who miss it is because they don't want to see the truth. You blind. That's what I'm saying. What I think about Travis, you're shielding yourself from what is obviously something that is not right, but you're trying to make it okay because you want to stay, Thank you once again for the super chat, Mr. 100K a day. So, that's my thoughts on that. Queen of Vibe says, Miss DeeDee, I could have told you that. Have you never seen Fresh and Fit or Sneako Tate, etc.? Yeah, it's just crazy. It's crazy, y'all. Classic Perspective says, God bless Travis. He'll have her pregnant before draft night. Child, I hope not. I don't know why. And why would he want to do that? Hell, she might not even want no baby with him. Have you ever thought of that? Thank you, Classic Perspective, for the super chat. She might not even want no baby with him. She might not want, a lot of these women don't want to mess up their bodies to have babies. She might not even want a baby. She just might want to, I don't know what she want to do, but she might not even want a baby. A lot of times, all these women don't want babies all the time, and they'll risk it and do it because they think, to try to get to the bag. Now, that'd be the only reason. But honestly, do y'all really think she want a baby with him? She might not want it. I'm just saying. Do y'all really think she want to have his child? She's young. She might not be ready for a baby. She just want to get married, get that last name so she can maybe get a check, stay with him a little bit, get that check, and then move on. And then have a baby with somebody else. Who knows, child? Garudo Legend says, we need sanity, happiness, and peace. I know that's right. And that should be simple, right? But it's not. Apparently, to have sanity, peace, and happiness is the hardest thing for any man because y'all not supposed to have that. Y'all want that, but women don't like to see men happy. A lot of women hate to see a man smiling and having a good time. They want him to work and want his fingers, work to the bone, and that's it. And I have no fun while she have all the fun. Imagine that. Imagine a woman with a man don't ever want to see him happy. She just want to be happy. He's supposed to be working like a dog while she just spend his money. That's all they want, child. Thank you, Garudo Legends, for the super chat. I appreciate you, sir. We're going to move on. Naughty Boy, thank you for the super chat, says, this is your life. This is your life running live, not Memorex. No do-overs, mulligans, or restarts. Reset button. Thank you for the super chat, Naughty Boy. I appreciate you. So yeah, it's just a hot mess with all of this. Hopefully Travis and his fiance, hopefully they can work it out. Leanna is going to get pregnant first before doing the domestic violence scam. Oh God. See, I'm hoping that none of that happens. But I mean, it is what it is. Chavez Grenier says, Travis better leave Brittany Renner Jr. before he ends up like PJ Washington. Right. I mean, Thank you, Chavez. I appreciate you. Right. He say, Brittany Renner Jr., child. Now, what if everybody's wrong about her? What if everybody's wrong and this woman truly loves this man and she's in it for the right reasons? Y'all think that could be the case? I'm just saying, hypothetically. Do you think that could be the case? Let me know. Oh, Lord. Anyway. I'm just saying. It's a hot mess, and I think people are just trying to help the young brother out the best way they can because they can't reach him directly, but they're trying to put these videos out here to let him, look at it differently, try to see a different perspective, try to maybe, see what they're seeing and maybe change his tune. That's all I'm saying. But hopefully it works out. Hopefully it works out for him. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, he can, do the right thing and it all works out. That's all I'm saying. I would love to see him just thrive. That's it. I don't want anything negative to happen to this young man at all. Classic Perspective says child support and vagina money. Yes, she will, like Drake said. Oh my God. Thank you once again, Classic, for this super chat. Oh, Lord. Demetrius Sessions says, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Yeah, I agree with that. Trey says, change his tune to what? Y'all act like the divorce rate in the NFL isn't 80%. Right. People that are posting videos when the young man said, leave him alone, that's who. Divine Photos, thank you for the super chat, says, skipped my super chat. Let me go back, Divine. Let me see which one I skipped. My bad. Chavez. Let's see. Naughty boy. There we go. I'm sorry, Divine Photos. Divine says, remember the Wayans Brothers episode when Marlon was dating the attractive lady and his friends and brother was trying to tell him that lady was a 304? I think I remember that. I vaguely remember it. I think I remember that. I don't fully, I think I recall because I used to watch that show all the time. But, I don't remember the full episode, but like I said, you can lead the horse to the water, but you can't make them drink, right? You can tell somebody the red flags that you see and tell them what it is, and they have to be the one to believe it or not. They got to see it for themselves. And honestly, I just think that with the Travis situation, he's going to have to live it and see it for himself, and he's going to come to his own conclusion. He's going to come to his own conclusion of what is best for him. And maybe that's after he's married her. Maybe that's after the baby, maybe after she decides to leave him for somebody else and want child support and try to get that he's worked hard for. I don't know. Or maybe it won't be that, hopefully it's not that, but he may just have to see it for himself. That's just it. Thank you, Divine Photos. I appreciate you, sir, for the super chats and the support. Gray Wynn says, if it increases her chances of financial stability, she will for sure open her legs and let him shoot that club up and have a child by him. Well, I mean, that's a fact. I mean, that's just what it is. If she's really after the bag and she don't really care about him, then that's what we gonna see happen. And unfortunately, he may not see it, and until it's too late, so all we can do is watch at this point. All we can do is watch watch the show. That's it. But you're probably right, Gray. I appreciate the super chat. That's just, what it is. Live from New York says, this is equivalent to watching a horror movie and yelling at the TV over the victim's stupid decisions. I know that's right. Exactly. Saying, why are you running that way? Don't run that way, fool. The monster's over there. Like, yeah, exactly. So that's all we could do. We could watch from the sidelines and scream, dude, I think you're making a mistake, but hey, he gonna do what he want to do. He's a grown man. He's going to do what he want to do, what he thinks is best. And hopefully it works out. Hopefully it pans out. Hopefully everybody is wrong. Because he's not the only one to make that mistake. Thank you, live from New York. I appreciate you from NYC. Successful MD says, is this more of an issue because she's a Latina? I don't think so. I think Successful MD, I think it's more of an issue because people see her behavior. You know what I mean? I think the red flags and the sirens are going off because they see what she's doing. When she said he reached out to her and she didn't respond because he wasn't her type. That was red flag number one. That was this first siren that went off where people said, okay. And then she decided 2 months later to reach back for him. And then make an excuse to say, oh, he had a girlfriend, so he was trying to reach out to her and he already had a girlfriend. Okay, all right. Even still, if he had a girlfriend, you could have easily declined and said to him, you know what, I don't think I'm interested. You already got a girlfriend and I'm just not interested. Boom. And kept it moving. Why did you double back after 2 months? You get what I'm saying? And then also, if you was on the up and up, in my opinion, knowing the fact that he has a girlfriend, if he was trying to holler at you and knowing that he had a girlfriend, that was, to me, that would signal that you're trying to be a player, that you're trying to run game, and that would be a disqualifier for me as well. I would be like, well, no, you got a girlfriend and you trying to holler at me, you got a girl. So no, if you're not really in it, if you really have some type of morals or values or whatever about yourself, to me, I would have just been like, nah, I'm not interested. Don't you already, especially if you knew he had a girlfriend and he trying to holler at you. I don't want to talk about my situation because my stories are ancient. I've been married for so long. That happened to me years ago. A guy tried to talk to me and he was engaged. And then the girlfriend hit me up and told me, and I'm like, and then we called him on the phone both together. And then he was stuttering and he didn't know what to do. And then he apologized to me. And so that was a wrap, oh no, you got a fiance, you try to, no, so you already up to no good. So that's why I say, look, if it was really like that, and you knew he had a girlfriend and he was trying to talk to you, you would have automatically declined and said, nah, I'm not really into you anyway. But then on top of that, you got a girlfriend. So why would you and that would have been a disqualifier. But it wasn't she still came back and I think she said 2 months later or something like that. If she wasn't interested in you right then, what's the difference from then and from, and 2 months later, what was the difference? And the only conclusion that most people could come to is that, oh, yeah, you realize, oh, snap, this man got a thriving, career. He's going to be rich. He's going to be rich and famous. He's probably going to the NFL. Okay, I better jump on this because he hollered at me, so I know he interested. So let me go ahead and get in there. You know what I'm saying? So that's how people looked at it. So I think that is really the reason. I don't think it matters if she was, in my opinion, I don't care if she was black, white, Latino, whatever. I think if it would have been any race of a woman and she was doing the same thing, I think people would have probably called it out. That's what I'm thinking. Thank you, Successful MD. Divine Photo says, look what happens to reggaeton artist Daddy Yankee. His ex-wife took $80 million right under his nose during their relationship and after the divorce. God damn. I didn't know that. Jesus Lord. And this is why I think a lot of people are trying to get through to Travis, because we see this happen to young black successful men tend to find their type, because I do think Travis may have a type. And, their type, and they go after these women and they ignore the stuff that comes with these women. I mean, the red flags could have been all the tattoos on her arm. I mean, I'm just saying, and then just the way she dressed and just everything that she says. She's young and she's outside. And, that's somebody that's attracted to, but he's trying to create a family and maybe possibly a family and a home with this woman when she may not be. That's probably not what she's interested in, just based off of how she moves, her history from what we can see. That's not the way somebody who's looking for a husband and family would move. They're young. This girl is not trying to do all that. So that lets me know, allegedly, that she's looking for something else, Thank you, Divine Photos. For the super chat. Successful MD said, look at the black women doubling back for us. Thank you for the super chat, Successful MD. Listen, Live from New York says she had him recite 10 simp commandments on live. 10 simp commandments? What the hell? Oh my God, that's crazy. That's why I say keep your relationship off of social media. Don't go into details about what you and your man doing and all of that. Just whatever. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with y'all taking pictures together or y'all, showing a little bit, but don't get on here talking too much and saying all y'all business, because the social media people are just waiting to pounce. They're waiting to find some flaws and pick something apart in your relationship, especially if it's a new relationship to them. If y'all just getting together, people gonna have their opinions. Keep it off there if you don't want people to have anything to say. So that's just a mess. Thank you, live from New York once again. All right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and move on. Okay, and this wouldn't be a live if I didn't bring the Ratchicity up here. So I have a video, of course, from Kendra G. There's so many Ratchet Kendra G videos. It's hard to pick from, there's so many. But I got this one I want to share with y'all because I really want to get y'all thoughts on this. I really want to get y'all thoughts on this because this is a hot topic, and this is something that men go through, and it's just a legitimate reason for a woman to leave her husband. So this video was interesting. I want to share. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button, y'all. We got 240 people watching. We got 152 likes. Go ahead and hit the like button. Hit the like button, y'all. It is free to like. Unfortunately, he don't see the signs himself, so he will be shown the signs by others. Exactly. So that's just what's happening now. Make sure you guys hit the like button, y'all. Please go ahead and hit the like button. Let's go ahead and pull this up because I thought, personally, I think that this is crazy. And y'all know I'm gonna give my 2 cents on this because, a lot of these women will find any and every excuse to walk away from their marriages, the ones who are married. Half of them will never get married, never find a man to take them seriously. But when they do get one, these are the types of things that they do and tend to walk away and think that they're going to find somebody else. And they got all these options when you really don't. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and get into this one. Hit the like button, y'all. Come on now. Y'all fingers not broke, right? Hit the like button, child. That's the easiest thing y'all can do. Hit the like button. All right. Here we go.
Says hello.
Sure.
Hey.
Okay, how are you?
Good. Just bring your camera over to your face
I'm gonna turn my light on for you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I was in a beat.
and wipe your camera for me, sweetheart.
I got you. Hi, Kendra. How
Hi,
are
honey.
everybody? How
What's
you
her
doing?
name?
Jenna.
Jenna.
Yes.
Jenna, where you calling us from?
Philly.
Billy's in the building. How old are you? I, I can't hear you.
37.
37. What you do for a living?
I'm a registered nurse.
RN. What's your zodiac sign?
Capricorn.
Do you have any kids?
Yes, one. Boy, he's 17.
One. Okay. Have you ever been married?
Yes, twice.
Twice. When did you get divorced last?
About a year
Why you
ago.
get divorced?
Well, I met him when I was 25 and he was 40, so age difference. I'm 37 now, so things changed. I didn't feel the same way when I was 25.
So all you men out there that be looking for young girls, remember you always older. So what age did you decide that you wasn't feeling your husband no more?
Well, around, I would say around 50.
When he
When
turned
he's
50.
turned 50,
And
yes.
how old were you when he was 50, when he turned 50?
I was like 30 something. We like
Okay.
25 year difference.
You have a 25-year difference? No, so
Yeah.
when he was 50, that means you were 25 if that's the case.
So he's 60 now. So somewhere like 23, 25 year difference.
Okay,
It's
let me start
somewhere around.
taking from the top. How old were you when you got married? How
Well,
old was you?
my first marriage was 19. That lasted 4 years, and then I got married again. Well, we met when I was 25 and got married when I was 28.
And and when you were 28, how old was he?
I'll say 40, like 40, 43, something around there.
Okay. So at that time it was good, but when he turned 50, he was over it.
Yeah, like men at that age is just have erectile dysfunction and some things you just can't put up with. I'm still young. I don't need no old head. I tried.
I'm not saying this is true for all the men. But there's so many men that feel like, oh, I got the money, I
Hmm.
can get the young girl that I want, and all those things. And y'all always fail to remember this part. This part after you're gonna get her, but one day either she might stay married and just go get sex for somebody else, or she might leave you. This is why. But hey, listen, look, listen. Let me stay focused. Let me say.
But question, why did you marry him in the first place? She probably married him because for his stability. You know, he's with her for her youth and she's with him for his stability because from what I've gathered growing up, a lot of younger women gravitated to older men, even in high school. So a lot of these younger women gravitate to older men because they're looking for stability. So you go for older man for stability, and then as the older he gets, now something, allegedly something goes wrong with him, and you ready to walk away. But let's think about this in reverse. If a man, you get with a man and you start to get older and you start going through menopause and you start getting wrinkly and sagging titties and, that wrinkly, between your legs and, you start falling apart and you want a man to walk away from you because you're aging? See, this is the thing. Women act like they don't age. Like you're not gonna get older. Like like your hair not gonna become thinner. Like you're not gonna get that jowl thing under here. Like you're not gonna look like an older lady. Like they act like they're not gonna get older. So I mean, would you want to be with a man and y'all could be the same age? Y'all could be the same age. He still ages, if he has medical problems or whatever, okay. And women act like they don't age and they don't have medical problems. Like y'all age too, ma'am. Y'all saw women, how y'all say women age like milk or something like that? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I know, black does crack, but it cracks slower. Versus our, non-melanated counterparts, they look bad at 35. I'm just saying, but black people, we age. Oh yeah, black does crack. It just crack a little slower. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? And then you don't notice it until you like get super old. Like, how you start to look older, but when you hit them like 67, and then you start looking, oh, okay, now you're looking old. For some people look really good. But so yeah, black does crack. It just crack a little softer, a little slower. That's how I see it. But we all gotta age. So I just think with women are out the door no matter what. I say you the money fall apart. In the least little thing happened, baby, they don't try to work it out. They don't try to do anything to help you. They ready to bounce, even though they were there because you could provide something for them. Because what other reason women mainly go for older men for stability? She probably at 25, she didn't have it all together, so that's why she was an older man, because he could provide a lifestyle for her that she couldn't get from anybody else, and she couldn't provide it for herself. But now he gets old, and now you're like, oh, I'm young. Now I want a young man. Now you want a young man, and now all he can do is crack your back, but he can't really provide for you or do anything else. So you stuck either way. You know what I'm saying? James Isaac's son 1, thank you for the super chat, says women age like fine wine. What? Okay, well, thank you, James. I appreciate that. Some women, but what's that saying where they say, who aged like milk then? Because I be hearing this stuff that these people be saying on social media and just have me cracking up. Like, I do not take the social media stuff seriously. Honestly, y'all. A lot of people be saying some funny shit. And I just be cracking up and I be showing it to my husband. Because listen, I'm on social media, but we are not real social media people. Because we didn't come up in the social media age. Like, so, it's still kind of, it's still kind of an adjustment, to be honest with you. We're not real social media people, we just happen to be on here. Well, I just happen to be on here. But it's just funny the stuff that people be saying, like, because they be saying, like, women age like milk or something like that. I know milk goes sour, so I'm just saying, I see, oh, Lord, there's some women that look really good. And I seen this 50... what they say, like 50, 60 years old, damn, that she look amazing. Like, you could not tell the lady was 60, but she works out, she eats well, she looks good. I've seen several women like that, and they're all black women, I'm just saying. But then, on the other hand, there's some women, when you looking at it, like, damn, what happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, some of them, one of them, and I love Jasmine Guy. Jasmine Guy from, A different world. Oh my gosh, I love her, but she's but she's mixed, right? She's like she's mixed with a little Caucasian, right? She oh my gosh, she's not Asian like fine wine. I'm just saying I love Jasmine Guy, but I'm just saying Jasmine Guy is crazy as hell. She's so down to earth. I love her, but she's not Asian well in my opinion. But anyway, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Successful MD says many of our people look like raisins from smoking. Oh Lord, wait a minute. Guess what? Successful MD, baby, I know a couple of them that look like raisins. I ain't gonna lie. I know a couple of them from smoking, baby. Shrivel up skin. It makes you look darker. It makes you look like, I don't know. Yeah, you ain't lying. I've seen it personally. I've seen it up close, Successful MD. Yeah, that's why smoking. Baby, that smoke dry your skin up. You be looking a hot mess. I don't know. I never smoked. I tried a couple of cigarettes when I was like 10 or 11 or something. My mama used to smoke, and I think I puffed on one, choked half to that, and that was a wrap. Because she used to smoke, but never smoked. You know, smoking ages you. It really does. And I've seen a couple of people who I know smoke, and they look horrible. I'm just saying. So you ain't lying with that. Thank you, Successful MD, for the super chat, child. Baby. Live from New York. Married women seem to age better than single women. You know what? That there is a tricky subject. You know, there are a lot of people who there's a lot to say about that, what you just said. Some agree, some say married women look older and worn and tired, and others say they look refreshed and young and youthful, and they look happy. I think it just depends on you and the relationship that you're in and the marriage that you're in. I think it depends on your situation. If you're stressed all the time, it's gonna take a toll on your face. If you're stressed, if you're not having a good life, and that's whether you married or not, you know. But if you're dealing with a lot of stuff, yeah, it may age you. But if you're going through life, you know, more peaceful and at peace and having a good time, you probably look more youthful, because stress really weighs on you in many different ways. Stress, they say stress can kill you. So stress can just stress you out, cause you to have more aches in your body and just live a hard life. You know what I mean? That's why I said when you find women who walking around looking mad and booted up like they ate sour pickles all day, just pissed at the world, man, they tend to look old. I'm just saying, they tend to look old. You know what I mean? So the best thing I would say is, look, try to have as much peace in your life as you possibly can. Whether you married, single, whatever. Try to do the best you can, because you can look more youthful that way. Stressed out, you just look all curmudgeon and just mad, and your face starts to look like that. You know what I mean? Your face starts to look wrinkled up and mad all the time, even when you're not mad. People are like, oh, she look pissed off, she mad. No, she ain't mad. I don't know. I think it make your voice heavier too, because you be mad and you start talking like this. Hell, relax. Try to be, you know, as stress-free as possible. Do things to make you feel good. I'm just saying, because we all got to get old, but goddamn, you don't want to sit down and look like a shriveled up raisin. You don't want to sit down and look like, you know, they're like, who did it and why to you, because you just mad all the time. It ain't good for your skin. Thank you for the super chat. There are two women on screen who have spoiled. Trey, who are the two women? Because wait, there are two women on screen who have spoiled. Who, Trey? Who? What two? Because you think you slick. You might be low key trying to throw some shade. I'm just saying, I don't trust you. What's who, Trey? Trey is shady as hell. He really is. He said, oh my God. Trey Taylor, you shady. Ooh, Jasmine Guy, she does. Baby. Trey, who you talking about? Because Trey, you shady as hell. For real. Let's continue, y'all.
I'm not saying this is true for all cases.
It's not true for all.
It's not true for all, but it is a reality. And I think that conversation is lost on the internet.
Hmm.
Like they just talk about, I got money, I'm the
Hmm.
prize, I'm gonna
Yeah.
get somebody younger,
Yeah.
and all that is true.
Right.
But you fail to remember the part as you get her younger, she gonna get older, you gonna get
Yeah.
older, and if you can't perform sexually, now as your wife, she should be faithful, but it doesn't mean she will be.
Right. So I just divorced because I just started, interest going somewhere else, more to a younger person because both of my marriage been with older men, and is like I'm not the problem. I just know. I mean, me being a nurse and know what it is. Erectile dysfunction. Like that's what it is.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Was he willing to do things to change that?
What you mean? As
Because
far
I
as
mean, there
what?
are ways that men can fix erectile dysfunction.
Yeah.
He wasn't willing to try like those other ways.
See me. I'm the type of woman where like oral sex is not a big thing for me. I don't get off on that like at all.
No,
So
no,
I
no,
rather
honey. What I'm talking about, there's ways that men can fix erectile dysfunction, and I'm
like as far
asking,
as
was he?
medically
I mean,
wise.
there's herbs that they can take. I think there are some medical things. They talk about this pill, child. Like I don't know. Was he trying to figure out a way to fix that?
No, the guys I dated didn't do anything like drink, smoke, take pills.
No,
They
I'm
were
talking
just
about
like
your husband that you said had this.
yeah, they just didn't want to like involve or engage in like Viagra or any
Okay.
pills like that.
Someone did say you did sign up for Mirrors for Better or Worse.
Right.
Yeah, I did, but the worst part was me. I was going to cheat, so because I wasn't satisfied.
Now, see, this is the audacity for me. Do you see how women are so easily, readily available to say, "Hey, if something like this happens, I'm just gonna cheat." But if a man says, "Hey, if you don't bring it, in that way, if you're lacking, in an intimate way, then and he gonna cheat," oh my God, it's blasphemy. It's like, oh my God, I know you low down, you dirty, and then just, but women could just openly, so easily, readily available say, hey, if something wrong with you, I'm gonna cheat, I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna leave, and it's acceptable. Nobody says, now you low down and dirty for that. You married that man probably for the wrong reasons, and the minute you something you didn't like, you was ready to leave, and that's okay. But if a man does the same thing to a woman, if he decides to, women always talk about, oh, if when you get to a certain age, oh, now your husband is looking for a younger version of you, or he's ready to drop you and leave you for a younger version of you, then they don't like that, but y'all do the same shit, and then you don't think that there's no, nothing should be said about it. And I just think it's way too acceptable amongst women when you hear this kind of stuff. See me, and that's why I'm saying, I just think that it's horrible. I think it's just ridiculous that a woman could just say, oh, well, or yeah, for better or worse, I give it you, but until the worst comes, then I'm out the door. I'm gonna leave you. But if a man did the same thing, oh my God, he's low down dirty. And she's not. You're low down dirty for just leaving somebody. And I don't believe that, she's talking about they didn't try. You probably didn't even discuss it. Y'all didn't talk about it. Y'all didn't say, oh yeah, let's try to find different ways to work this out because we in it together. No, they're just ready to go. You gonna cheat. You didn't think about that when you got with him when you was younger? I mean, come on, this is crazy. You get what you want when you want it. You got with the man probably for stability. Then when he got too old for you and things start going awry, if that's the case, you didn't try to work with him or figure it out. You bouncing, going looking for another man and not realizing you're gonna run into some issues. You're not gonna find too many men who will want to take you seriously after all of that. And you're not gonna be able to do this too many times. You know what I'm saying? And it just, they don't care. They literally don't care. Successful MD says, too smart to realize her box may be expired. Exactly. Successful MD. Thank you so for the super chat. It's just like they don't think of themselves. They talk like men are the only ones that age. C. Irvin says, taking care of yourself mentally helps aging steady. Exactly. Thank you, C. Irvin. And that's true. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. It's just they act like they're the only ones, the men are the only ones going to age and they're just going to be young forever. Because in their mind, they think that they are, The 50-year-old and 60-year-old Vivica Fox and them really think they 25, child. Vivica Fox, I need someone to take me shopping and I need you to know who I am and what I am and not be intimidated by it. She thinks she's 25. Just saying. Let's continue.
Okay, Jenna. Ooh, child. Let's keep going.
You know that
So Jenna
that's not
Philly,
right.
37, Capricorn, RN nurse, married twice, and I think I got it all. How many kids do you have?
Just one. He's 17.
Okay, that's right, 17. All right. All right, Jenna. What kind of man you looking for, girl? You got well, I can tell you right now, you better have something working.
Well, I don't have that part in the expect. And as far as dating men with no money, like every guy I dated had money, even more money than me. So I never had a problem with that. I'm just looking for a man that's like emotionally available, um, supportive, and take care of their children. I don't really ask for much, and I like
When
to
did you
laugh.
get divorced?
I got divorced last May. I got married in Vegas, and I got divorced in last May.
Okay.
So, and I just became a nurse a year ago, so my qualifications is different with the standards when it's time to start dating men. So I'm just not just dating anybody.
So now, are you saying that you never had an issue with with getting a man with money?
No, that was never an issue with me. I always had men that took care of me or anything like that. So that was never the issue. I feel like a brat now. That's what I'm not looking for, but you gotta have some money.
Okay. What are you?
But why would a man with money want to be with you now? Listen to your story. Any man that's watching this would be a walking red flag. They would not want to entertain you unless it's just sexually. That's it. Because you walked away from seemingly good men who had money and that wasn't good enough. The minute a problem came up, you bounced. So they had money. They were good enough that you agreed to marry them. Now and then you walked away and left them. So any man, if I was a man looking at this, looking for a potential woman, I would keep swiping because I'm like, nah, hell no. You have no loyalty. You have no sense of loyalty. You gonna get what you want, and when you can't get what you want, you gonna up and leave. No man in his right mind would want to commit to a woman like that because you have a pattern of walking away when you don't get what you want. That is not a good example of a good woman or a loyal woman or a woman who is in it for the right reasons. And they expose themselves. Oh, that's why I say all you have to do is just listen. Listen to what women say and they expose themselves right away. Divine Photos, thank you for the super chat. Once again says, she Muslim and moves like this, devout Muslims would be pissed. She don't realize she getting older. Men will overlook her. Karma never forgets. I know that's right. And I believe in karma for real. Thank you, Divine Photos. I appreciate you. Successful MD, thank you for the super chat. Says her hairline starts at the middle of her cranium.
You can't handle the truth.
Y'all be focused on some stuff that I don't even be paying attention to. Her hairline starts at the middle of her cranium. I'm so sorry. Y'all be all over the place. Damn. Hers not that bad. Baby, listen, if I start to lose my hair, baby, I'm gonna wear a scarf because y'all are brutal.
You can't handle the truth.
Y'all are brutal. Let me tell you something, y'all. I'm gonna be scared, Lord. Baby, listen, I'm gonna be wearing a scarf on my hairline. I ain't gonna let y'all see shit. Cause y'all are brutal. I'm convinced. Damn, nobody was even worried about the lady hairline. Dang. Yeah, y'all gotta get it together, boo. That's wrong. Anyway, thank you, Successful MD, for the super chat. I appreciate you. Oh Lord. Garudo Legends, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Said you ain't wrong. Her attitude will ironically lead her sons or daughters into the cycle. She has no ability to show humbleness. Thank you for the super chat, Garudo Legends. I appreciate you, sir. Blue Exodus, what's going on? Blue Exodus says she's a nurse but couldn't help him with his medical issue. If she gained weight, would he be allowed to leave? Hell yes. Hell to the yes, Blue Exodus, yes. By her logic, if he, is following her, then yeah, he would be able to leave. Because if you don't stay in shape, then he should have the right to leave as well, because you're not physically appealing to him anymore, and he wants what he wants. See, men sometimes have to be selfish too. I think men got to be selfish too. I think men have to look at their best interests and put that ahead of anything, because these women do it all the time. And so but when men start to do it, oh, they're sassy, oh, they want this and they want that. Well, be sassy. Sassy is not a bad thing. Yes, sometimes men got to be selfish and put themselves ahead of these women, because they do it every chance they get. Thank you, Blue Exodus, for the super chat. I appreciate you, sir. Live from New York says, her Carfax states salvaged title. Child. She gonna realize it though when it's too late. Thank you once again for the super chat. Live from New York. I appreciate you, child. They don't be getting it. They don't be getting it until it's too late, child. Then, like I say, I need a man who can take me shopping and is okay with who I am and what I am, and not be intimidated at 60 years old, still thinking they're 25. Let's continue.
Deal breakers.
Liars, cheaters, and men that are married, because a lot of men that I dated, I didn't find out they was married to later
Wait,
on.
when did you get divorced?
Last year.
So you dated a lot and you're divorced after you've only been divorced for a year.
Yeah, I'm saying the men that I dated, I like a couple dates. It wasn't like I was like intimate with them and anything. I was just dating, and later on down the line, I found out you're married, and this happened twice. So I just been
Be
chilling, not looking
honest
for
with
anyone.
me. Did you date men while you were married?
No, no.
Okay.
Mm-mm,
So you're
mm-mm.
talking about in the year that you've been divorced, all of this that's been going on.
Yeah, I had like two dates within a year, like with men, and later on down the line, they found out they have wives, and I feel like this is a common thing now in this generation. Like men are really married and not telling the women that they're dating.
Well, I mean, because they don't want to take you seriously. You only a side piece. You're only side piece material. And this is what a lot of women don't realize. You think you can go out and meet men, take advantage of them, walk away several times, and then you think that you're going to find this perfect man that's going to do everything you want. It doesn't work like that. That's just not how the world works. And so now you get back out there. Now you're finding that men are interested in you only for some side action. They only want a little cooch from you, and that's it. They probably see your mentality. And so it's going to be very difficult, in my opinion, for women like this to find what they had already. You already had two guys. You said they made good money. They were older, but you decided to walk away from them because they were older. When you knew when you married them, you knew they was older. You didn't think they was going to age, and with age comes issues or things or whatever. You married a person for better or worse. That's what the vows say, but you didn't take it seriously. So now do you think you're going to have this infinite amount of opportunities to keep doing that same thing? No, it runs out, and you got to realize you're probably not as attractive as you were when you were 25 versus now. So now you're the older broad. Now you're getting older. You want a younger man, but now you're the older broad, and they still want younger women. So eventually you're going to still have to try to get an older man now, which older men want younger women. You had an older man when you were younger. You took advantage of him, left him. So now it's going to be difficult for you to find what it is that you want. So that's why she constantly running across men. They're already married, and they're looking at you. Okay, you might be good to just, hang around with here and there. Yeah, I'll break you off a little bit, and that's it. But I'm not trying to do anything more with you. So this is what they run into. This is just how it is. Successful MD, thank you once again for the super chat. Says, we're not brutal, DeeDee. You're nice and modest. These hateful women see men as dung. but act too grand. That's facts. Many women lie about their professions too. Oh, hell yeah. They do. They really do. And we've seen that play out on social media as well. They lie about their businesses. They lie about what they do, how much money they make, just to try to grandstand on men and make themselves seem better than average men. They do it all the time, and a lot of them are always exposed. So I mean, we know that, and men are privy to this information as well, like you said. So yeah, that's why nobody trusts them, because they're lying, they fake, they're phonies out here faking the funk, trying to get a man, but you act like you too new for how they say it, too new for school, or too brand new or some shit. I don't know. They act like they so better than men. I don't like. I said that before. I don't like anybody like that. I feel like, and once again, I'm a woman. We say I feel like we're all human. We all make mistakes. We all are flawed. So there's no reason for one person to think that they're so much better than the next person. I don't like that. I just don't like that mentality. I think we're all, nobody is perfect. And I hate when anybody walk around like they're so superior to somebody else. And because of your job, I don't give a goddamn what kind of job you have. It doesn't make you better than the next person. Everybody don't, learn on the same level. Everybody don't achieve things in the same manner or at the same time. Everybody gets to a certain place in their own timing. It doesn't mean that you should grandstand and think that you're so much better than the next person because you went to school or you got a job. Goddamn shit. Everybody got a job or somewhere for the most part. It's just because you work somewhere and you think it's so great, you got to look down on other people and you're so high and mighty. I'm so educated and I've been traveled. I don't give a goddamn if you travel to Timbuktu. That don't make you better than the next person. I don't care if you travel to the moon, the stars, and beyond. You're the same old ratchet ass person. You ain't all of that. Because usually, there's this word called bougetto that was made up. I think I heard this on The Housewives by Candy or somebody. That means you're bougie and ghetto. Bougetto. You think you're so high and you all these experiences. I'm just, you hold your head up like you're so great. And oh my God. And I don't like people like that. I just think that that's some bunch of BS to me. I don't care what you've accomplished. And I can respect people's accomplishments and things that people have. And I can respect that. And I think if you worked hard and accomplished something, you should be happy about your accomplishments. You should be, be happy about what you work hard for. But that don't mean you have to look down on other people. I just don't like that. I don't like that. I don't care what I have. What have I've accomplished? People, these women act like they're so grand because they got a degree. I said before, I have a degree. I have a bachelor's degree. Okay, what the hell does that mean? Yeah, I worked hard for it, but I mean, what does that mean? Does that mean I'm better than you? Or I gotta walk around and toot my nose in the air like I'm so special because I went to school? School is not an unusual thing. Everybody go to school. What that mean? Like that, I know plenty of educated fools, plenty of people who got master's degrees and can't read. So go figure that. Plenty of people who got degrees and can't read, okay, can't speak clearly. So that don't mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Not trying to belittle people's experiences and then what they have, but there are a lot of dumb educated people. Just saying. Thank you, Successful MD, once again for the super chat. So yeah, it is what it is. I just don't. And that's why I probably don't get along with too many women, because a lot of women walk around with their noses in the air, and I'm like, girl, please. You walk around with your nose in the air and you stink, and you got all these degrees, but you smell horrible, and you walking around like your shit don't stink, and you literally stink. Like walk past and you could pass out. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that be happening. Neotech, thank you for the super chat, says, who believes she never cheated on her husbands? Not me. Kendra was so happy she left the older man. What kind of dating host is she? Craziness. Thank you once again for the super chat, Neotech. I appreciate you. Yeah, she probably did. They're not gonna be honest. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I mean, is that numbers? Is that three? I don't know. Is that in Roman numerals? Let me know. I don't know, but thank you so much for the super chat. I mean, is that 3 times 3? I don't know. Says, women run out of options as they age, the same way men have options based on their money. And then on their money, don't offer, I don't know what these emojis mean. I'm just telling you straight up. Don't offer for the fantasies 304 life. I know what you was trying to say, but you know, these emojis, I'm old. I'm not young, you know, I'm not hip to all what these things say. But anyway, just simple words, you know, I could read, you know. But I get what you're saying. Money, women run out of options as they age, the same way men have options based on their money and their status and all of that. So yeah, but I don't think women truly get it. They still think that they have all these options, even as they get older. They still believe that they have the same options they had when they were in their 20s. They don't get it because they think as they get older, the more educated they get, the more their value goes up. But in actuality, it goes down because that's not what men care about. And women think men care about the same things that they do, and that's where they're falling short. Thank you once again for the super chat. I appreciate you. Can't claim to be a queen with a wig on, baby. Tell them that. Tell them that because the longer the wig, 30-inch bust down, mean a part in the middle, way down here. That means you know they're of higher status in their minds, child. Thank you once again for the super chat. I appreciate you. So you know. So yeah. Thank you once again. I appreciate you. Let's continue.
So no married men. Should he look a certain way?
Um, no, I'm not picky, but an African American man
Should he make a certain amount of money?
over 100K.
Ooh.
Cause I make over 100K. So, and like I said, all the men that I dated make it way more money than
So,
me. But it's just,
so the man your ex-husband that you divorced, he did very well
yeah,
financially.
very well financially, very well, both of them.
But you left them because,
I
well,
wasn't,
the last one
I wasn't pleased
wasn't pleased.
with the older men. No, I'm not saying that I'm looking for a younger guy either, because a lot of younger guys don't have this ability. Most guys do, but some of them don't, and I'm just not looking for that.
So you want a
Girl,
man that
you
makes
lost trouble.
100K, faithful, I'm assuming, or does that matter
Yes,
to you?
yeah, that
Faithful,
way. Hmm.
and he got to put it down in the bedroom.
Yes, that's the big concern for me.
Is that more now? Is it more of a concern than the money?
No, because I could take care of myself.
So the bedroom is so because yeah, you left the guy that had the money.
Yeah,
So so let's say a man made 50K, but could put it down in the bedroom. Do he got an option?
no.
No.
Mm-mm.
Girl, I told you these women are delusional. Delusional, child. You worried about that, but so you want a man who makes a lot of money, putting it down in a bedroom, want to be exclusive to you. You want him to probably marry you. I mean, I told you these women want it all. They want 10 bags of chips, the stars, the moon, the stars, the ocean. You want it all. You want it all, and they're gonna realize very quickly that you're not gonna get it all, baby. You had the best that you could get, and now you're just gonna be running around here in circles. You're gonna be running into everything that you don't want because they're not looking for you at this point. You had the man with the money who was providing for you, had the stability and all that, married you, and then you walked away from him. So now you think you're gonna get everything, and it's just not gonna happen like that. It doesn't typically happen that way. If she gets it all, I'd be surprised. I would love an update, but usually it doesn't happen like that. Let's continue, y'all.
So what's the lowest amount you would date? Is 100K the lowest
like
amount?
like 80.
80. So
Yeah,
lowest is 80K, and you have to put it down in the bedroom,
yes,
and you got to be faithful.
faithful.
You want to get
Yeah,
married again?
yeah. I'll get married again, but no more children.
Are all the men that married you, were they older? Your
Yeah,
husbands were both of them older?
they older. Yes.
See, that's the you know this more than us. You know the like the man that is gonna find the most value in you might be a older guy because one will say we're gonna play this and I'll make you a highlight. But one will say a guy that you just described would like the men that you dated is gonna choose younger than you.
Right.
Like the guy, like when you
Younger
were
than her.
28, the man
Hmm.
that was 43
Right.
wanted you
Right.
and married
Right.
you. So now a man watching is going to say it's the same statistic. So that guy you just described, they'll say, why would he choose you over the younger version of you?
Because I feel like you said, if it not all men have a
Yeah, but you feel like, but that's not the reality. You experienced the reality and you walked away from it. You don't realize that you're getting older, so you're not going to be their first pick. They're going to go the older. She was 25. She said the man was like 40. So now that you're older, those older men who have the resources are still going to go for a younger woman. They're going to go for the most attractive woman that they can get. And usually those women go for these men because they are hypergamous, and women want men with stability. The same way she wanted a man with stability, and she can only find one who was older. The same way it still applies. You're just getting older, and you're getting out of the range of the type of women and the age of the women that these men will pick. So this is where they find themselves struggling. This is where they be 60 years old saying, I want a man who's going to do this and do that. And you can't find them because you're out of that market now. You've aged out. You had it and you walked away for a superficial reason. Something that could have worked out and could have been fixed. You didn't care to do it because you just wanted what you wanted. And whatever you want, whatever a woman wants, she gets, no matter the cost, no matter what, that's what it is. And then you realize you don't have no options. Then you be sitting there by yourself, child. You had it. You had it. You fumbled it, and that's it. You don't get all these different opportunities. That's what they don't realize. Go look for a treadmill while making demands. Right. Right. Oh, but they don't want to do that. They can be as big as they want, honey. And it's all good. Thank you, Successful MD. Live from New York says, if she does Kendra Cam, then you'll realize why her ex had ED. Oh, child. Did she do the Kendra Cam yet? Oh, we got to see the Kendra Cam because I want to see. Thank you, live from New York. I want to see the Kendra Cam, child. Child, now you're right. Well, you weren't the problem. Were you not? She said she wasn't the problem. Maybe you were. Maybe you got a little older and he really wanted something younger to just shake that thing up. I'm just saying, child. See, they never the problem. It's all the men. But we know better. Let's continue.
problem in the bedroom being older. Like, it's not all men, but I just had never have found that men. And being though I went through nursing school, I just feel like is the men that I dated or married is a problem.
Listen, I don't, right, but I'm just talking about because you are a living statistic of what they talk about on my show all the time,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And basically, what you're telling us is when you were younger, the men you're looking for now, as in this age, because what's the age range you want to date?
I would say 45 to 50.
Okay, so 45 to 50. So when you were 25, this 45 to 50-year-old man wanted you because he wanted something younger.
Right.
So now you want the 45 to 50-year-old man. Not saying it's impossible, but your own life explains that that man wanted something younger, right?
Right.
So let's say if there was a man like the man that marries you, 55 to 60, that has the money,
Hmm.
but you won't sign up again for the sex if the sex not there.
No, because I'm a cheat.
Okay, we'll keep it going. All right. So she's so okay. It is
Well,
what it
you need
is.
to be by yourself.
100K, 80K is the bare minimum.
Hmm.
Faithfulness, you got to put it down in the bedroom. When was your last relationship? Was it your last marriage?
Yes, my last marriage was my last relationship.
Okay. No, you don't want young. You want younger. Don't want to say just say you want it
She
younger.
said 45 to 50.
No, I said I don't want any younger guys.
No, she doesn't want younger because money matters to her. Because I think I don't even know. Like, I mean, I can tell you, you're an attractive girl. You're probably even more attractive when you were in your 20s
Yeah.
or whatever.
Hmm.
So you were like this girl that these men who had the money, and you probably were like, these men are older. They can take care of
Hmm.
me. Like, they were able to impress you on a level that the men in your age category couldn't,
Correct.
right? They
Correct.
just had the finances to
Right.
do it. So you agreed to marry them.
Right.
So what you did agree to be with them for life, but you're being honest with us, which I think is dope. You're being transparent.
Right.
They couldn't. The last husband couldn't please you sexually. So granted, you had no money issues, but
Yeah.
you wasn't being physically
Had to be
pleased. So
satisfied.
you
Hmm.
wasn't satisfied. So you decided to break your marriage vows
I
and,
did.
and get a divorce in the search of something better.
Right.
But the men are gonna say that man is going to choose the younger version to you if he has all those things. If he has the money, if he has the access, if he has the good sex, he's going to look just like they did with you. When they
Right.
were in their 40s, they were searching for you in their 20s. So this is what the men are going to say. I'm not God. I don't play God. So I don't know
Mhm.
what God's going to do.
Right.
But that's what men are going to say.
I mean, they have their choices and they entitled to what they want, but I just can't do it.
Well, and that's why you're going to be by yourself. That's why a lot of women who are older are by themselves because they're looking for something unrealistic and they end up by themselves. That's just what it is. Neotech, thank you for the super chat, says, at this point, she needs to tell us how long the men need to last. No, she's not that attractive. She's okay. Thank you for the super chat, Neotech. Once again, I appreciate you. Black Unity, thank you for the super chat, says, women are like pro athletes in the dating market. The further you are past from your physical prime, the worse your options become. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's what we see. We see it play out. I see it in real life every day, honestly. I mean, now, I'm not trying to throw nobody in my family under the bus, but I see it every day. Yeah, the older you get, the more you get stuck in your ways, the more unrealistic you become, the more superficial you become because you think women think as they get older they get better. They think that their value goes up. They think the opposite. They think as they get older because they're wiser or whatever that their value goes up, not realizing that you know physically. And like I said, there are a lot of women who look good physically, but let's just be honest. We as we get older, we feel them knee joints, we hear them knee, and you can work out and all that kind of stuff, but you know the difference, baby. Come on now. And you know, I just like to be realistic and practical. I'm not trying to be fake and phony. I mean, look, we all got to age, men and women. Child, I feel a knee pain in my knee. I feel it. I didn't have no knee pains when I was 25. Just saying. I didn't have no back pain when I was 25, okay? It happens. You know what I mean? Our body physically changes as we get older, and you can either embrace it or you can be in denial. But, you know, I think it's better, in my opinion, to embrace it and not be in this delusional state of mind like you just forever 25 and you ain't never aged, and that's some BS. So, yeah, I think a lot of women are delusional. This is why I say that, because they really don't want to accept it. They realize, but they don't want to accept what it is because they want to tell themselves, I'm better at 45 than I was 25 physically. That's not true. And I do think there are some people who work hard on their bodies and worked out and better. But, you know, if you worked out when you was 25, your body just has a different, you know, it's different versus 45. You're going to still might be in a little pain a little bit more when you're 45. You could be in shape, but it's different. Your neck is going to start to sagging. Your face is going to start sagging. Your boobs are going to start sagging. You're going to have that little extra skin that you didn't realize that you have when you was 20. Like, it's just things that are just going to be different no matter what. Our body changes, you know, so things are happening in our bodies and it's just a part of life. So you can't, you know, all this delusional stuff people they like to say is just a bunch. That's what it is, delusion. That's it, what it is, instead of being more realistic. But when you're single, yeah, you're going to try to make it seem like it's all so great. Yeah, 45, I feel like I'm 20. You can feel like you're 20 all you want. You know you're not. And we can see the difference. And then don't have children. Because if you have grown daughters who are in their 20s and you in them 40s, oh, baby, there's a difference. There's a difference between a 25-year-old walking up and a 45-year-old walking up. There's a difference, okay? That's when reality sets in. When you look at your picture and your daughters are standing there and you're like, oh, goddamn. Even if you was delusional, just get in a picture with your 25-year-old daughter and let her stand next to you. You're going to look like auntie. You're going to look like mommy. Okay, so just do that. If you're ever in that delusional state, do that. And while you can look good, you still see the difference. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Black Unity says women are I read it already. Women are like pro athletes in the dating market. Yeah, you're right. I agree. Thank you once again, Black Unity. I appreciate you. Child. It is what it is. Y'all funny. Oh my God. Unless there he go. Child Bernice Burgos, child, she look good. I ain't gonna lie. But I mean her daughter looks younger than her. Let's be honest. Her daughter looks younger than her. They look good. She look good, but you know. And honestly, Bernice be acting like she a little slow too. I'm just saying, God, shout out to her. She ain't a bad looking woman, but she be acting like she a little slow sometimes. But yeah, it you know, it is what it is. Let's continue. Thank you for the super chat, Black Unity.
Can't do it. Okay, enough is enough. All right, let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay. I'm gonna just
Oh,
set
the
this to
Kendra
the
Cam, y'all.
side.
Hold on. And of course you're gonna say that, Trey, because you know that's your dream woman, Trey. We know how you feel about her. You know that's your dream woman. Of course you're biased, because you know you trying to get all up in that if you could. You know what I'm saying? But child, that's just you. All right, let's continue.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not dressed. This is my day off. I'm at 12 hours. So I don't know if you can see me, but
Ooh, you got a body, and that's your real hair. I already know, girl. They're
thank you.
like, they saw you Pocahontas. They was like, Pocahontas is over here. I already know.
I love
Pocahontas.
you, Kendra. I've been watching you for years.
They
I
was like,
downloaded the app already.
they was like, she got this body, this long, beautiful trophy. I'm marrying you. And she married him and left their ass too because, you know, let's keep going. All right, when was your last relationship?
A year ago,
All right, you don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
2 weeks ago.
Is that guy an option?
He could be an option, but once again, I found out he was married.
How did okay? So how
Oh,
did you find
people
out
will
after you
marry
slept with
me.
him he was married?
You said I was dating last. Yeah, I was dating and found out he was married because I heard through like other people.
How long did
So
you date him for?
I knew him since I was young because you know how barbershops and hair salons is together. He used to hang in a barbershop where I used to get the hair salon where I used to get my hair done. So I knew him when he was younger. He became a firefighter. He's a nurse now, and now he's in school for his nurse practitioner. But um, he's still married, but they're not living together. They don't live together allegedly.
So
So I
how
just
long were y'all dating before you slept together 2 weeks ago?
I would probably say 7 months.
So in 7 months you didn't know he had a wife?
Wow.
No,
How? Were y'all dating consistently?
yeah,
So
consistently.
how did you find out 2 weeks ago he was married?
First of all, we was having sex, and I asked him previously because he had a tattoo of her name on his chest. It's like older guys take tattoos, fade old. So I'm like trying to read it, like who is Tasha? Like he like, uh, that's my wife. I say your wife, but I never like asked them like who a guy who have a name on his chest. I figure is someone. It's not your daughter. I figure
Well,
I
so
got
two
common
weeks ago
sense.
was the first time you had sex?
Yes, 2 weeks
Oh,
ago.
okay, got you. So when that was the first
Wait
time
a
you
minute.
saw his chest.
Wait, no. So y'all was dating for 7 months, and 2 weeks ago was the first time you slept with him? Nah, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Nah. 7 months, and this your. Yeah, I don't believe that. GT Massive, thank you so much for the super chat, sis. Thank you for your insight. Bless all family and friends. Happy holidays. Thank you so much. Happy holidays to you too as well. Thank you so much for the support and being here. I appreciate you. Thank you. Successful Emily said, I said in the beginning that she is loose, child. We see now. Successful Emily, thank you so much for the super chat. Yes, Lord. I don't believe her when she say they've been dating for 7 months and just the first time y'all slept together. I don't believe that. And she probably knew he was married. I'm just saying. Let's continue.
Hmm.
So he came clean. He told you the
Yeah,
truth.
he told me the truth. He told me the truth, but they wasn't living together or anything like that. And so he has a daughter by her that's 22. So I said, how do you have a 6-year-old? Which he cheated on his wife and had a 6-year-old daughter. And I'm like, I don't think I want to deal with that. He's the option as far as like stabilized, stable, got this house built from the ground up, but you got too much going on. But for him to be an older guy, the sex is good. You know what I'm saying?
Girl,
But
this sex is, I mean, you might have to make a decision. If you want to, listen, life is life. I believe in adults and you can do it without judgment. maybe if that's what you want, that's what you want. I just gotta have a man that has good sex. I got everything else, or I want a man with money. You want the golden package.
Both.
You want the good sex. You want the both. Have you ever had the both? Well, did you had it when the guys were younger?
Yeah,
Like when
yeah, that's what I said when we was young, but as we got older and I got older, and I just gotta take the chance that guys do get older and they do have these type of problems. You
right.
get what I'm saying?
No,
So
that's a real thing. It's not talked about a lot. There's a lot of conversation about finding a woman that can have your baby by a certain age, but the men leave out the conversation of the erectile dysfunction that be happening when you get older.
mhm.
But that's a real thing. But I gotta go. Let's continue. 3 flaws we have to work on.
Patience. I have to work on patience. Um, Going out more because I work and go home. That's all I do, work and go home. So I don't even get a chance to even go out to meet anybody or date
Girl, but how
anybody
you
or
gonna find
whatever like
them?
that. So I need to go out more and um that's the 3 flaws, and I guess and be honest and true with myself of what I really want. You know what I mean? Because my this last marriage, if I do get married, that's it. If it's erectile dysfunction, whatever, it's something I have just want to deal with.
Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I'm a nice person. I'm honest. I'm really every guy I dated say I'm really nice. Like you don't always have to come out your pocket. Like I'll pay for a date or things like that. I'm more of a plan a date type of person. I plan nice dates. Like the other day we went out on a date and he was supposed to we drove 2 separate cars. So he was supposed to come back to my house after, the date, and I haven't heard from him in 2 days.
Okay. All
But
right.
it's not like it's like this phone. I don't know. I just get that out of my head. It's over. Like it is what it is.
Okay. Now you said you are on the Kendra G Singles dating app.
Yeah, I'm on a
What's
dating app.
your name?
Okay, so that's the end of that, child. Baby, yeah, she gonna have a hard time. And it's already showing. She's already having a hard time finding men who will take her seriously. She had it, and this is where I say a lot of women run into these issues. Where and then when they get to this point, they start saying, "Oh well, I'm single by choice." No, you're single because you ran out of choices. You ran out of options. A lot of the men are not checking for you. No matter how nice you think you are, no matter how pretty you think you are, your past catches up with you, in my opinion. Karma is real. It turns around on you. You've had what you wanted and then you didn't want it. And you've had it a couple of times and now you walked away and now you want it again. And you think that it's going to be easy for you to keep finding it and you realize it's not that easy. You had a couple of options. You took advantage of the options and then you change your mind, which is something a lot of women tend to do, change their minds, because whenever it doesn't serve you, oh, it's time to bounce. And you think you're going to keep getting what you want perpetually, and then it runs out and then they look lost, like, well, damn, what happened? Why am I not getting what I want? You had what you wanted. And at some point it runs out. And I really wish women would learn this young. You want what you want when you want it, and that's just a selfish mentality. Then you're not gonna always get it, honey. She had it. She had an older man who was stable, probably took care of everything, cared about her. She left him for a superficial reason. Didn't even seem to really focus on it and try to work on it. No, it's just, oh my God, this doesn't work, so let me go. Now I'm gonna go want another man with some money, and he gotta have everything that I want. He gotta please me 24/7, give me everything I want. And realize that it doesn't always go like that. You know what I mean? And now you realize, oh well, third time's a charm. If I don't get the man, or if I do get him and he got these problems, oh well, I'm just gonna stick with it. You should have did that in the first place, because you're not gonna have all these options. You're not gonna get a man with all the money, who's stable, taking care of you, and have everything. You know what I mean? And if you want that, start out young and work with somebody. When you're younger, start out with a guy that you can build up with. Stop looking for a man who has it all. See, that's the thing. You're going to have to sacrifice something, because you wanted a man who was stable. He was older. You got it. He wanted you. He married you. You got what most women are looking for. You fumble that, now you struggling to find it again, you know. And so if anything, that's why I say, listen, when you're young, prioritize a man, you know. And if you want somebody, find a guy that's, you know, if you want somebody around your age, you know, and y'all building together, y'all both starting from scratch, y'all both starting from nothing, y'all build that up together. That way you can enjoy each other young, and y'all build on that, learn things, grow together financially, spiritually, mentally, physically, all of that. You grow together and stop trying to be a thought and a hoe at 25 and get with a man and build with him. And then you'll get the best of both worlds, in my opinion, you know. But everybody wants a man who's got it all. So that means you got to go older. So you understand with older men, there might be certain things that come with that. But I don't know. It's just a lot. But I think women are realizing it, and, you know, that you got to accept it for what it is. Because if the men aren't checking for you, there's nothing you can do. As much as women like to think they're in control, they are not. The man has control over who he wants to marry, who he wants to be in a relationship with, who he wants to take care of, who he wants to take seriously. And there's nothing women can do about that but sit back and see if the man, if you are his, what he picks. Because you don't control that. You control who you allow yourself to sleep with, but you don't control who these men want to take seriously and be in a stable relationship, marry, all of it. So you don't have the control and the power that y'all think y'all have, in the way that y'all think y'all have it. Neotech, thank you once again for the super chat, says she work, go home, and use her happy toy. Unfaithful women looking for D. Why Kendra have flyaway eyelashes on and glow up makeup? Hypocrite. Thank you for the super chat, Neotech. I appreciate you once again. Queen of Vibes, thank you so much for the super chat. Says Merry Christmas, D. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you too. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you, ma'am. I appreciate you for the super chat and for showing love and supporting the channel. Thank you once again. Shout out to everybody in the building, y'all. Shout out to y'all. I hope you guys enjoy your holiday. Happy holidays to each and every one of you guys, if I didn't mention it before. That is it. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up, y'all. I got to get off of here. It's like almost 3:30. Thank y'all once again for being here and supporting the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Make sure as we head out, if you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. That is super, super important. What's going on, Alex? Shout out to you guys. Merry Christmas to y'all. Happy holidays, you guys. I hope y'all enjoy y'all holiday. And be safe out here in these streets, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. Hit the like button on your way out. Make sure you guys continue to support the channel by just liking the videos that are already posted and watching the videos and giving it a like, you guys. That would definitely help the channel out. Also, if you are new here and you like the content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It is free to subscribe, share, and like the stream if you can, you guys. And turn on that notification bell. Hit all so that you'll be notified when I go live or post new content, all right? So, thank y'all once again. Shout out to everybody who gave super chats and cash apps. I appreciate y'all so much for the support. Everybody who liked the stream, shared it, all that good stuff. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. So thank y'all once again. Y'all be safe out here in these streets. I will see you really, really soon. Y'all be safe. Take care. Enjoy your holiday. Be blessed, you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.